Here's a dancing romance pop song about love we can't resist. Girl, you know you make my heart throb. Here goes something just like this. Don't fall in love with me, baby. I saw you starring in my dreams lately. Don't tempt me with this bad behavior. Save me, oh pretty savior. A faded love story. Don't fall in love with me. Don't fall in love. My love for you is growing stronger. Cannot dismiss you anymore. And my heart really wants to love ya. Oh damn, I think I'm gonna fall. I'm falling for you, darling. You come me closer now. Your eyes are truly something. True love I know I found. Finally think I'm right to think my thoughts out loud. Don't fall in love with me, baby. I saw you starring in my dreams lately. Don't tell me with this bad behavior. Save me, oh pretty savior. A faded love story. Don't fall in love with me. Don't fall in love. Ooh, oh, oh. Ooh, oh, oh. Ooh, oh, oh. Ooh, oh, oh. I feel it so real. I feel it so true. I know you want me. You know I want you. I'm falling for you, darling. You come me closer now. Your eyes are truly something. I think I'm going down. Finally think I'm right and think my thoughts out loud. Don't fall in love with me, baby. I saw you starring in my dreams lately. Don't tell me with this bad behavior. Save me, oh pretty savior. A faded love story. Don't fall in love with me. Don't fall in love, girl. I want you now. Yeah, won't you give me that? Don't fall in love with me. 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 Baby, baby.
All right, all right. Welcome back, everybody. I'm super excited for this next match that we've got because it's one of our regulars on the stream. You all know the Profs, one of the teams that we've had the most, probably the top team we've ever had on this stream. They come back week after week whenever they can, and always a great time having the Profs on stream. And I see it happy and the chat already here to support the Profs. So this match was originally supposed to get started about 25 minutes ago, but some last minute delays meant that it got pushed back a half hour. But I'm glad that both these teams are still able to play it out, and I see you in the chat too, Purple. And Ahas, I see that you've dropped a follow. I'm not sure. I thought I saw the notification last time, so maybe this is Stream Elements acting weird, and there wasn't a an alert, but we'll look into it. Let's kiss after the game. No thanks, Avoctal.
Mine.
Yeah. Carly would not be happy with that. But she wouldn't be happy with it. You're very welcome, Cheese. Glad to see you in here too. Hey, Q. Alright, actually we can just keep the music playing, but we'll keep it a little bit... Keep it lower. How's that volume? Is there even music playing? Alright, I guess that's good. Alright, so let's take a look at, as we normally do, the two rosters for these teams. And there's still 3 minutes left to place your bets on who you think is going to win this match. For I know a lot of you have been here before, so you may not have a lot of points. But if you are new, you can drop a follow and get 300 free shark teeth to bet on this match. And watching every 10 minutes that you watch, you get 50 shark teeth, I believe. I'm gonna turn this music down because it's loud for me too. I think that's better. Just an FYI, we will have 4 joining in first and then 1 leaving, so we can swap out players during the match. Sounds good, Abacus. Thanks for letting me know. My sister's name is Carly. Nice. Nice coincidence there.
How do you spell it?
He spelled it C-A-R-L-Y.
Yes, the correct spelling. The one and only correct spelling.
You heard her. The one and only correct spelling. But, alright, we've got the profs. Most of you already know the profs. But, we'll talk about them and introduce them. Anyways, we've got Cubanic, or Q, Cards, Dolan 20, The Myth, and Avoctl. And every single one of these players has had a chance to play this circuit. I'm interested to see which 3 are going to be starting. I am almost certain we will see Q because their stats look absolutely amazing. 1.65 goals per game, 1.4 saves per game, doing it incredibly, both on offense, on defense. Yes, now I'm fired up. Hey, watch, no way you're dating Q's sister. That's fun. That would be funny. But we've seen the profs plenty of times. We know how they like to play, and they've had a very good season, 6-1 so far. But they're going to be going up against the collective Haxolotl Incorporated. This is another team that we've seen on stream before earlier this season. Let's see, I've got their schedule up here. Which match was it? It was this matchup, this exact matchup, where they played the profs in week number 4. So there's a little bit of history between these two teams already. For Haxolotl, the loss to the profs was their only loss all season. They are also 6-1. They are number 5 coming in to this playoff bracket. And the profs, they're number 4. They're 1 step ahead of them. The profs, their only loss came to Phantom Eastern, and that is another one of those top teams in this bracket. It was a bye match. What am I saying? It was a bye week matchup, is what I'm trying to say. And they did lose 3-1. So Phantom Eastern forcing profs to drop their only series loss of the circuit. All right, and we'll get this lobby. What the heck? Oh, I guess I gotta reconnect to the Rocket League servers. There we go. Oops. But for the collective, we've got Zodiac, Abacus, No Cheese, and Landfear. All of them tier 3 players, and quite a few of them playing in the Mage Quit circuits as well. They've got a couple trophies in their IGL trophy cases related to Mage Quit. So dual esport athletes. They're pretty rare, those multi-esport athletes. They are pretty rare, but these guys, they perform, they have all season, but the profs, they've been their only team to hold them back so far. We'll see if they can do it again tonight. And there we go. And there we go. Awesome. So, got both of the captains the lobby info, and we should see them joining pretty soon. And it seems we've got Sucker and Heritage's Milk joining the pitch so far. We've got Candle as well. I believe these are the players for the Profs. So we should see Haxolotl coming in pretty soon as well. Let's see. Captain just lost connection. Alright. Sorry, I wasn't looking at chat. So yeah, no worries. Take your time. We'll make sure that we get Zodiac back into the lobby before we get started. Hopefully it's not a should I reopen here? I will reopen the contest. So we'll give it 5 minutes. By then you all should have some points to work with. So we'll reopen that for 5 minutes, do exclamation point bet, and then exclamation point bet, and then either blue or orange for which team you want to win. You can do exclamation point commands to find all the commands that you can use on this channel, including some that'll help you with using your shark teeth. And it looks like we've got everybody in. We've got Abacus, Snow Cheese, and Landfear, and oh, okay, Zodiac's internet appears to be having trouble. We're gonna play without him. Sounds good. We will get right into this match then. And alrighty, so we've got the Profs in blue. We've got Haxolotl Incorporated in the orange, and this should be a match for the ages. It's a quarterfinal matchup, and we had some technical difficulties related to the lobbies yesterday, so hopefully those don't mar this great matchup that we've got in store tonight. We can have it clean, we can have it fair, and we can have it be as close as possible, and Candle is going to get the first strike for the Profs. No Cheese goes up for it, cuts Landfear out, and Candle is able to put it top left corner to get the Profs on the scoreboard. 30 seconds in, and we've got our first goal. All right. I'm sorry, I'm like paying attention to chat as well to see that to make sure everything's working right. I don't see anybody looking at that's entered the contest, but I see that a couple of you have tried in the chat, so we'll see if it works. It's still kind of a work in progress. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. Stream Elements might be having some issues as well, so if it doesn't work, I apologize, but at least next time you'll have plenty more shark teeth to bet with. But we'll turn our focus completely over to this match, as Haxolotl Incorporated, they're trying to find the opening goal for their accounts for the series. The Candle is working their way through the defense, and Landfear does a good cut to make sure that Heritage's Milk can't get a shot on target. And for those of you who maybe have not seen the Profs in action before, maybe you're relatively new to the stream or coming in for the first time to support Haxolotl Incorporated, Heritage's Milk, I guess, is or Heritage's Farm, I believe, is like a place local to one of the Profs players, and apparently they have some really good milk. So that's kind of the lore behind the Heritage's Milk name. If you're the type of person that loves useless information, I'm sure that you'll find that fact interesting. But the Profs, they've been able to hold on against the Haxolotl defense so far. Sucker gonna try to turn this one away from the net, but it's blocked well. Candle has to come out to midfield and pick up possession. They're sending it to the inside, and Sucker's trying to get there, but Abacus cuts it out. All three of the orange players on the blue half. Can they make this count? Nochi sends it to the middle. Abacus following a little bit a little bit behind, but not quite in the right position to get a follow-up. Heritage cuts across. Nochi's doesn't get the greatest of touches. Lanfear tries to take control, and Heritage continuing to just be a nuisance in front of these orange players. Try to cause them trouble, even if really they don't have that much of a threat. Lanfear sends it over to the left-hand side, and Candle tries to cut it out. Abacus going up, but Heritage's Milk taps it down to the corner. Is there going to be a follow from the orange player? There is not, as Candle's going to push it further into the corner. Try to give their team a little bit of a chance to break out. The coordinated effort. Candle with a big flick towards the orange net. Abacus not ready for the amount of power behind that flick. My goodness. And Profs kind of out of nowhere, making it a 2-0 game. Heritage's Milk finds the demo on No Cheese when they whiffed on that attempted defensive touch. Sucker can't gain possession. Abacus cuts it out. Candle kind of in an awkward position, stuck in front of the ball. They can't make a play. A defensive play if they're in front of it. And Lanfear is going to come in, take advantage of some very awkward positioning from the Profs, and make it a 1-goal game with less than a minute remaining. See if the collective has another one in them. Lanfear the 50 with Candle, Heritage, and Cheese. Push it back towards the middle. Lanfear avoids making the touch to allow Abacus to come in, but doesn't quite work out. And I do see that we will have Zodiac in for game number 2. It would be interesting to see which player they end up replacing. Because, and this is another fact for you junkies out there for useless information. The collective, they decide with a dice roll how they're who's gonna sub out every game. So it is strictly up to luck. There is no rhyme or reason behind any of the collective's changes to the lineup. It is strictly RNG. The way that you Rumble mains out there like it. And Sucker will make it 3-1 for the Profs. They're going to take this match a little bit out of reach for Haxolotl in game number 1. 4 seconds left on the clock. Almost impossible to score 2 goals in that time, unless you've got some insane luck. And Candle's gonna get a bit lucky there to get that hat trick. 3 shots and 3 goals, although this one was this one was definitely very lucky. I don't know who that was that pinched it on the back wall, but the tightest of angles that you will see in Rocket League. I wish I could score from like that all the time. Just sit there on the backboard and be like, yep, I've got this -2 angle and it's going in. 1d4 never fails. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Insert Vuvuzela sounds. I like it. So it looks like Nochi is going to be coming in for Zodiac. Or I'm sorry, Nochi is going to be subbing out and Zodiac being brought onto the field. Now, this one maybe not the RNG, because Zodiac was supposed to start this game off, but Discord died at exactly the match time. So they did a substitution. So these first 2 games probably one of very few that are not determined by a D4. But we'll see how the team responds, how the Profs can respond. to the change in the lineup, whether Haxolotl was able to bring something different to the table with this changed lineup. For a lot of teams, switching around that often doesn't work out very well, as there's too much adjusting. Not only do you have to adjust to the other team and their playstyle, but you also have to adjust to the teammates that are coming in and out of the field. And it can cause a lot of issues. It can hurt that consistency and that groove that a lot of teams thrive on. But for Haxolotl, they certainly managed to make it work. And so now it's up to the Profs to figure out how to handle it. Abacus trying to go for the ground dribble. No boost to their name, though. So they're strictly going to go for the 50. And alright, whenever I see these packet loss notifications, I always get a little bit nervous. But looks like we're still good. Candle looked for the air dribble as Lanfear boots it away. Oh, Sucker can't make the touch. Zodiac's gonna come through. It's still bouncing around in the corner. Lanfear to the front post. It's off the post. But Sucker is there to push it away. Wins the 50. Zodiac, lots of boost to work with. Goes for the flick, and Sucker is able to push it towards the side. Abacus with the 50 to the corner. Candle trying to get it away. Lanfear to the backwards shot, and can be cleared away very well by Heritage's Milk. They're going to get a save for that as well. And they're going to get the shot on target. Would have been a goal had it not been for Lanfear staying right in the middle of the net, being there for the block. Lanfear not able to get to that touch. Heritage's Milk to over the inside. Candle coming through, and Lanfear cuts it out. Sucker trying to challenge as well. Heritage's Milk to the inside. Sucker with the shot on target, but Abacus is there in the net. They're going to go for the dribble for the carry out. Probably not a lot of boost in this situation either, but they do make it count, as Candle didn't have a lot either. Actually, didn't have any at all. Good 50 from Abacus to keep it in a central position. Zodiac comes in, and Candle is stronger on both occasions. Lanfear gets a touch through the wall, but it's not going to be a significant touch. The ball's still in the orange half, but as soon as I say that, it does go and get booted down to the other side. Still a pretty tense matchup we've got in game number 2. No goals for either of these teams, and we're already through the first half of the match, or of the game rather. But the Profs, they've had a couple opportunities. They just haven't been able to get the right angles and convert the chances. It's something that I'm sure that they will improve on as time goes on. But it's still something to keep in mind, as Zodiac is gonna be there for the punish. Lanfear goes up. Heritage's Milk doesn't make any contact, and Sucker boots one of the orange players out of the way, but it is not the team, or not the teammate that's going for the ball. And Haxolotl Incorporated, they're going to be up 1-0 with just under 2 minutes remaining in game number 1. Lanfear going for the demo. Is it enough? It is not, as Sucker is able to retreat quickly. Heritage's Milk with the flick around midfield, but none of their teammates in close proximity. And so they'll give it up to the orange team, who's trying to gain some possession here. They're still playing the back and forth game. These orange and blue teams. No real threatening or sustained sessions of offense for either team. It's kind of just been a scramble to find a good opportunity and eventually take advantage, and that's going to be that one opportunity for the Profs just now. Abacus, not a great touch there. Lanfear goes up, doesn't get it, and I think Zodiac was getting bullied a bit by one of the blue players. And it's now 1-1 between these two sides. Will the Profs be able to find a second one? Heritage's Milk going up trying to get the read off the corner. Abacus sending it down the other way, gonna look for the infield touch, but pops it over one of their teammate. Zodiac has to get up pretty quickly to not have it go behind them as well, but Candle looking for the double tap, too low to complete it. The Sucker's gonna get eliminated on their retreat back. Zodiac was in a good position in the midfield, and Heritage's Milk going to meet it at midfield. And Profs may have just stolen this game away from the collective. All three orange players very deep in the blue half, and Heritage's Milk sniffs out the ball around that center mark. And 15 seconds left in the game, and the Profs find themselves a goal up. They just got to hold off from one, maybe two more opportunities, and the demo comes late from Candle, but the shot is wide. Heritage's Milk keeps it alive, and they are going to let it drop almost on that halfway line. The initial block was good to keep it in the corner, and then able to push it away on 0 seconds. Means that the Profs, they're going to be up 2-0, but don't forget Haxolotl Incorporated when these teams met in week number 4. Haxolotl Incorporated did take a game off of them. And perhaps they just got unlucky with the dice roll. No Cheese is going to be coming back, and which of these players is going to be subbing out? And Fugrid, it is the Abacus, the IGL Community Caster Abacus. But no, Abacus hasn't been doing a whole lot lately, as I believe school has kind of gotten in the way, but that happens. Respect to Abacus for putting mental health first and not pushing themselves too hard, making sure that they take everything they need to seriously. But still glad to see them competing, even if the casting and the streaming overall has not been as frequent as they used to. I apologize if I have to take some pauses throughout the commentating. It is baking in my room right now. For some reason, the AC was off earlier today, and my room has still not recovered from the heat that we had today. It felt like 102 degrees outside, I think. So it wasn't pleasant, and it is still very stuffy in here. Even 2 fans hasn't quite done the trick yet. Hopefully it cools down overnight. With the AC running, it'll kind of stay cool. But for Landfear, thank you for the follow. These aren't the guys we're supposed to be playing tonight. No, it definitely is Landfear. Just their names are different. Because I've casted for this Profs team a number of times. And yeah, they do some weird stuff with their names. It is still that hot purple. I know we were talking about it earlier, but it is still a hot box in here, and I'm not very happy about it. I wish that it was so much cooler in here. That's against IGL rules. You know what? You are right, Landfear. That's my bad. I should have. I should have remembered that and had these teams change their names. So here, I'll let them know in the chat right now that they should change their names. Oh, I guess I didn't need to do that.
Saved by the keeper.
But you are absolutely, you are absolutely right, Landfear. They are supposed to keep the names the same. I've just kind of gotten used to it. And like before I remembered, like I've had them on stream a couple times before I remembered that that was the rule. So.
Magnificent goal.
One of them is marked as Supersonic Legend. IDK Candle can, he's on Xbox. He has cards. Okay, well. Well, at least we know that Candle is cards. Which of these players says that they're... I don't see... okay, so like this like Grand Champion logo, I don't know... I didn't know that that was a thing. But... Because isn't it... I believe that's like a Champ 3 logo. But I didn't know that there was like a separate tournament winner banner for Grand Champ 3. Because the Supersonic Legend ones are white and purple. But... either way. Hopefully, a few of the players can change it so that it's a little bit easier when you're setting up this, when you're trying to input the scores. But the Profs, they currently find themselves 1-0. Against Haxolotl Incorporated. They're looking for that sweep. They've got just a little bit over a minute to hang on. We'll see if the collective can pull anything out of their back pocket and find an equalizing goal in the final minute of gameplay. She sends it towards the net, but it's going to be a little bit too far off the net. Coach Milk trying to keep this ball away from No Cheese to the corner, to the... oh, and Milk can't get the touch. Off the backboard, it could have been a huge second goal for the Profs. It would have been possibly the series winner. Seal the deal, but... Haxolotl Incorporated, they may have one last opportunity to put a shot on net. There's still that 0-second option. Can they take advantage of it? Good read from Candle to try to keep the ball away from the net. It's popped up. Abacus is up for it. It looks like it's a little bit too far behind them. And Profs, they will take the sweep. You're very welcome, Milk and Sucker. Glad I could get you all in. It's always great having you all on stream. But oh, let me bring it back to my camera. But yeah, for next time, just switch your names over to, or either switch it on the IGL site, or switch it to, or change like on Steam or whatever to the name that you'll use in game, because Landfear was right. Those are the those are the rules. So just for next time, I know you'll try to have fun with it. You're very welcome, No Cheese. It's a tough series to go against the Profs, and I know it was always going to be a tough one considering that you lost the first time around, but Candle. But put up a good fight. Definitely definitely a quarterfinal finish, so something to be proud of. But the Profs, they are going to move on to those semifinals, and we'll bring it up to yeah, because I don't want to sit... I always leave because I don't want to sit through the countdown again. You're very welcome, Cards. Let's see. We'll bring it over to the bracket real quick. Oh, whoops. Let's see. Browser share. Oh, that's not it. There we go. So this is what this this is what Division 14 looks like. MGNFC, GBS Esports, Profs, Haxolotl Incorporated, Incoming, Phantom Eastern, Team Invalid, and Alpha all making it to the quarterfinals. And obviously we just saw the Profs move on against Haxolotl Incorporated of the Collective. And so they will have a date next week with MGN and JBS, or either one of MGN or JBS. I'm not sure if that match has been played yet, but it will be one of those two teams. And then any of those 4 teams in the bottom have fair game to be met in the bronze match or the grand finals. Where do you see that bracket? This is on challenge.com. So in the IGL server, I think probably T-Now did an announcement at the very beginning of playoffs where it takes you to the like indiegamingleague.challenge.com. And so from there you can look at all the different brackets for all the divisions in IGL. But yep, this is what that bracket looks like, and yeah. All right. So it is hot in here. I don't really feel like being on stream any longer than I need to today. Always happy to cast, but just to play just to play doesn't feel really good right now. So I'm gonna send you all off to somebody else. Let's see who's around. We'll send you over to Fury. I haven't rated Fury in a while.
This fall, one man.
Yeah, you're welcome, Q. Well, hopefully this match for Fury isn't over. If this ad would get out of the way, I could see. If not, I might send you over to Matt. Let's see. And it looks like Ghoul Gaming has won. So yeah, we'll send it over. We'll send it over to Matt because I think Fury might be done. We're usually not on the slate and that match is over. But Matt is doing some Escape Velocity 6-mans. And Matt is one of the contract players for Escape Velocity. And all right, there we go. So thank you to all of you who stopped by. And if you want some more action, we'll be on tomorrow sometime in the evening. I'm not sure what matches we'll have tomorrow just yet because there's still time to sign up for one. If you haven't done so already, get your match casted. But then on Saturday, we'll be on Philly Esports' Twitch channel hosting the second tournament in their 10K Legends series. And so that'll be starting roughly noon Eastern, I believe. So be sure to check that out. And yeah, I'm gonna go cool down now. So you all have a great rest of your night, and I hope to see you all again very soon.